Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Go, you drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
Today on the show, what are we going to discuss? Well, first of all, there's a new YouTube bug, supposedly, that is affecting every channel, apparently, site-wide. From what I'm to understand, it is a views bug. The thing is, in 2023, I would not even know if this was true or not. Because, as you guys know, I'm nowhere near as popular as I used to be. My video views are kind of all over the place. If it's a brand new playthrough that's popular, sometimes I'll get thousands of views on a video. Other times, I'll barely get 500. It all depends on many different factors, and quite frankly, I don't even really look at it anymore. Case in point, yesterday's videos. What did I do yesterday? I played Need for Speed Unbound, which was 3 parts, and then I did Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2.0, right? And typically I just upload, I let it roll, and sometimes I'll go back and I'll look at views, and sometimes I won't. It's not a big deal to me. Overall, views don't really affect my channel that much. Is there ad revenue involved? Yes, there is, but it's not an exorbitant amount where, like, I'm dependent on high views to make a living. For me, it's about putting out content for an audience that wants said content, okay, and will support it in various methods, whether that means you guys come to a live stream and you contribute live, or you become a channel member, or maybe you pledge to my Patreon for a private react video, or, maybe you tip every once in a while, whatever it may be. That's how I make my living. Is there ad revenue involved? Of course there is, but that's kind of like supplementary behind the scenes to everything else. Very different from how it used to be, where I used to make a living pretty much solely dependent on ad revenue and views. So in the modern day, if I see a fluctuation in views one way or another, it doesn't really affect me, nor do I really talk too much about it or care. But apparently there is this thing going on right now in the last 48 hours on YouTube where viewership has been screwed up for a lot of people. Particularly those who have noticed it are bigger YouTube channels. So we'll talk about that on today's show, because it's kind of interesting every once in a while to analyze how YouTube works, particularly because I've been doing YouTube for 15 years, and back in the day, this kind of stuff used to always affect me in a big way. A lot of people, I hate to say it, judge YouTube based on views and popularity rather than the quality of the content on the site. They'll just say, hey, if this video has tons of views, it means it's good. It's really not the case. In fact, if you analyze how YouTube works, and you figure out things like algorithms and how something gets recommended and clicking on a video and clickbait and how that affects a video, you would understand how messed up YouTube is as a business, and how people have actually found ways to game this system and succeed over the years, despite the fact the quality of their content isn't necessarily good. They just take advantage, okay? We'll talk about some of that today on the show, okay? But anyway.
A few moments later.
And then when I return on Thursday, okay, there's going to be some continuations, all right? We're actually going to be continuing on with the second stream of Need for Speed Unbound, all right? Now, let's talk about Need for Speed Unbound, all right? So Need for Speed Unbound is the first driving or racing game that I've done in many, many years. I think the last one was maybe Forza Horizon 5. Before then, the last Need for Speed game has been like 5 years. It's been like ridiculously long since I played one of these, okay? Here's what I like about Need for Speed Unbound. So far, the driving mechanics seem all right. Like, I need to get better at it, but it seems like they're pretty solid and fun. I like the fact that it's set in Chicago, a nice big open world city. I like the environments and everything you're driving through, the metro environments. And I think the graphics are quite good. The cars look nice. And even though there's weird cel-shaded effects on the cars, I think it kind of works. It kind of is artistically interesting for a racing game. Now let's talk about what doesn't really work. The insanely hipsterish writing. Like, every character's like, bro, 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 bro. They all have neon hair. My character has a goatee with 3 little ponytails coming off of it. I'm not kidding. The whole game is this, like, weird car/hipster culture. And if you're not part of that culture, you could be an outside observer, all right? But after like 20 minutes of it, you realize, wait a minute, this is actually going to be the whole game, isn't it? And the answer is, yeah, it is. You're going to have to put up with this shit the whole game. Oh my God. Well, let's see. I'm not a fan of the Fast and the Furious. I'm not part of the car culture. And this is kind of driving me nuts. Okay, just being honest. And now, there's another factor here as well. So, The entire game's soundtrack is licensed. Literally every song in the game is a licensed song. It's not music I like at all. I don't even know what you would call the music. Like, what category would you categorize this music as? I'm not sure. Problem is, there's no streamer mode, okay? They didn't take it upon themselves to think, hey, people might want to play this on a stream or on YouTube and not get their videos claimed to high heaven. So there's no alternative soundtrack. There's no game-specific soundtrack. It's literally 100% licensed songs. So if you want to play this game with music on, you can't make any money on it on YouTube at all. Like, zero, okay? Now, I could turn the music off, but then all we're doing is we're driving around in silence, okay? And so it's kind of like, you know, I don't know about this. Do I drive around in silence so I can make some money on these videos of this playthrough? Or do we put up with the music and then I make nothing on the playthrough? So to give you some examples here, I played it for 3 hours yesterday. The stream got claimed and all 3 videos got claimed, meaning I make no ad revenue on it whatsoever, zero. Anything, any ads or anything that you see on those videos are not mine, and I get nothing out of it at all if you're watching it on demand, okay? Just being honest. So if you watch those videos on YouTube and you like them, thanks. I hope that you enjoyed them. But if you would like to see that playthrough continue, it would be great if you could maybe try to support it via other means. As simple as just giving the channel engagement, liking the videos, leaving comments, bringing more people to DSP Gaming. That would be nice. But if you wanted to go above and beyond, tipping. And why do I say tipping and not super thanks? Because you may not realize this. On YouTube, when a video gets claimed by a third party, you can't even do a super thanks on that video. It's not enabled. It's completely disabled. So even if you wanted to say, oh, I'll leave a nice super thanks on the video with a comment saying I'm support, you can't even do that. Okay? So I would appreciate it if you are watching it and you're enjoying it, if you could support it in another way. You know, there's actually a tips link in the description of all the videos I put out on YouTube now, and you could send a tip that way. All right? Now, here's the question I really have for everybody. Do you like the playthrough enough that you want to see it continue? I will tell you this, we're at least going to do one more stream of it. We'll do it on Thursday. We'll do it as the daytime stream again, and we'll test it out.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.